Main event, we get rarely do you get a rematch this fast. Pereira and Adesanya 2. Some could say Pereira and Adesanya 4, considering they met twice in kickboxing. Despite losing the first one, Adesanya minus 155 favorite here. You know, if Pereira does it again, are we done with the rivalry? I mean, have we closed the chapter on these two? Or if Adesanya wins, do you think we're looking at a trilogy, much like we just saw with Edwards and Usman? Well, how do you see this thing going?
See, you're asking me because you believe that even if Adesanya loses again to Alex Pereira, that they're not going to be done.
I mean, it was so close last time. That's the thing. It was so close. Not to knock Pereira. I don't want to take anything away from him, but it was so close. Sometimes you just like seeing these guys run it back. And if you get another close result here, I almost want to see it again.
This series is really something. It's amazing to think that you could have one fighter in combat sports, and granted, we should separate the kickboxing and the mixed martial arts, but you could have one fighter 4-0 on the other, and you'd have a tremendous foundation for a fifth fight. Like, that's a crazy reality, and that might actually be our reality. But no, I think Adesanya deserves the distinction as the favorite. I presented him with that information in Perth last month, and he kind of didn't want to be the betting favorite, but he got a whole lot done, as you know, in that first meeting in the UFC before he got knocked out. I did think it was a little bit of an early stoppage. I thought Adesanya might have been able to actually stay in that fight, even though perhaps some of those visuals suggested otherwise. It's a historically great series, and I'm glad that it has sort of transitioned to the UFC. I do think Alex Pereira will be better. It's certainly a much harder fight before the fight for Alex Pereira, and I'm talking about the weight cut. He is a massive, massive man, and at times for Israel Adesanya, even during the title reign, he's committed 183 pounds, 2 full pounds below the championship limit. So, yeah, I mean, how much time do you have? A lot of fascinating angles. I think both guys will be better, and I think Adesanya should be a favorite, albeit slightly.